Hey guys, and welcome back to the SSF journey. This is going to be just following up at level 85. Just been playing a little bit this morning. Still running the same wand that I upgraded to from the last episode. Managed to find a pretty good helmet. Crafted a new shield. Just try to get some spell damage and then just any resistances. It's pretty bad. It doesn't have any life or energy shield on it, but it does okay for now. It does the job. Still need to quality it up. The plan is just to use it for a little bit and then hopefully find something better or craft something better or get something better from King's March. Managed to get a really nice chest piece from King's March 2. 6 socketed and 5 linked it using the crafting bench. Just a solid chest piece. Same rings as before, same amulet, same gloves, and new boots. Managed to find these, craft them up, all the same flasks, just have corrupting blood immunity on the life flask. That was quite a big problem. As for the skill tree, nothing much has changed here, just coming down to grab some more life and managed to get the wand mastery and an extra power charge over there. And the plan is to hopefully swap out the accuracy for wand attacks via an additional projectile once my accuracy is fine and everything is good. Still running Grace, Precision and Wrath. What I have changed is now Clarity is instead linked with Arrogance support. Just wanted some extra mana regen, was struggling a bit there. Threw in Immortal Call with cast damage taken, keeping them at level 1 and level 3, just so that the strength requirement doesn't become too much and that they actually are proccing when we're taking damage. Just the less elemental damage taken and physical damage taken is really good. Obviously, if you can get endurance charges, that would add up a lot more, but don't really feel like putting in Enduring Cry and using that. As for other links, got Shield Charge, Life Tap, and Faster Attacks in the Shield. Helmet's got Arcanist Brand, Life Tap, Flame Wall, Sniper's Mark. Links are the same from the previous video, so Power Siphon, Charge Mines, Elemental Damage with Attacks, added Lightning Damage support, and Locus Mine support. The 6th link will be Volatility, which is more minimum damage and more maximum damage, I think it is. I don't fully remember the wording on it. And then obviously Grace, Precision, Wrath, Flame Dash, Automation, and Detonate Mines. I do want to link Flame Dash to Life Tap, just so that if we do run out of mana, we can still Flame Dash. But we shouldn't really be running out of mana now that we have Clarity. That's pretty much the character at level 85. I'm going to be doing Uber Lab. Yep, should be good.
Such resilience.
He just didn't want to die.
Prove yourself, Ascendant. You are inexhaustible. No two battles are enough. You are free.
Pretty quick kill. Now we unlock Fury Valve. So that should help quite a lot with map clear and overall damage. So we'll just see what happens from there. And then the extra skill point gets us more life. The real question is, do we finally get our health gem? Man, the amount of times I've got Tectonic Slam of Cataclysm, it's kind of crazy. Guess we are just going to keep going until we find Volcanic Fissure or Snaking. Hopefully someday we can find it and can actually go back onto Slam character. Yes, we just keep going. Just finished Uber Lab, got Fury Valve sitting at level 86. Going to do a mapping showcase on Cobes, a nice short map, hopefully nice and open so we can actually see what the AoE is like, and then yeah, we'll report back. Quite a lot of slows right from the get-go, but I guess that's delirium for you. But the bossing damage still doesn't feel the best. Like you saw, the map has no map mods on it. So yeah, damage just feels meh in terms of bossing, but for clear speed, feels pretty good.
It is the highest calling to die for one's crusade. Approach, challenger.
I'm sorry, Hope.
Another Soul Eater. I'm just going to try and outrun him, and hopefully he doesn't kill me. Yeah, he didn't hit too hard, so that's good.
You picked the wrong job, assassin.
We will push the invader back together.
Defeated.
But yeah, that's going to do it for the map showcase after Uberlab. To be completely honest with you, Uberlab's kind of disappointing. This whole character has been a little bit disappointing. I was expecting it to be a lot more powerful than Whisperer just because of the ascendancy. Obviously, gaining a whole bunch of extra passive points is always really helpful. A lot more damage and a lot more defense, but it just kind of hasn't really added up to much. And in terms of the ascendancy points themselves, the Cloak of Flame has felt pretty good in terms of tankiness, but that's all it gives you. More tankiness, and the build felt pretty good without it. This Void Battery, I was expecting it to do a lot more in terms of damage. It does a lot for damage, but not having permanent power charges and stuff and having to kind of build them up makes your starting map a little bit slower, and yeah, I don't know. And obviously the final ascendancy being Fury Valve just feels like a bit of a letdown. It's kind of just the worst version of the Whisperer's Awakened Fork. In terms of characters, my personal opinion would be don't bother with the Scavenger, just go Whisperer. Obviously I don't know what this build will be like very end game. I am SSF, so getting to very end game does take a little bit longer. But in a trade setting, maybe Scavenger is better because you can actually scale up more power charges and get a lot more defense, get a lot more damage on the tree with cluster jewels and all of the rest. But just wanted to kind of do a comparison between the two builds, getting to Uberlab. And to be completely honest with you, I don't really want to push his character any further. 86 is probably where it will die, just because the mapping feels a lot slower than the Whisperer, and the damage doesn't feel any better. The Whisperer just shines everywhere. It just feels 100 times better, and the gear isn't any different. There's slight upgrades on this character, but pretty much everything is about the same. If anything, the gear on the Whisperer is actually a little bit worse. Body armor is way worse on the Whisperer compared to what the Scavenger has. Skill tree is pretty much identical, so there's no comparison there. Just having 3 labs on the Whisperer felt better than what the Scavenger feels like with Uberlab. And to be honest with you, this not a word is the secret winner for the builds. This blind effect and increased stealth, it just makes the build feel super safe. You know, being able to stand at a range and kill things from far away and not have to worry about, you know, just running away all the time and trying to throw down your mines. It just feels really good. Have you forgotten? Another amazing one, projectiles can fork. It just helps with the clear. You get that so early on and it just feels fantastic. Obviously the +4 to minimum frenzy charges and power charges is insane, just for running around in general, not having to worry about building up your charges to get crit, and having the +1 maximum is insane. And I know the 4th lab is kind of pointless on this character. Uberlab doesn't really matter for this character, and the plan is to still swap it into something else, but I think I might keep it as Power Siphon for a little while longer and just try and finish out my Atlas and everything. Well, Atlas is pretty much finished, but yeah, I might just end up keeping this build as Power Siphon and not end up swapping it into Lightning Strike and just farming out the Atlas with it and farming more gear, trying to get some cool upgrades, maybe run some more labs and get a slam character going. In this little mini showcase / battle, I would definitely recommend Whisperer over Scavenger. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with either one of them, just in my opinion. Whisperer just feels way better. You get a lot more benefits early on, and the build just scales a lot smoother. That's going to be it from me in terms of this little type style video. If you guys do want me to push the Scavenger further and get it up to level 92 or 93, and then do the comparison between the gear, have the exact same gear on the exact same characters, and then run a map, I can do that. That's no problem. Just let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support and all the likes. If you guys do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. And peace.